had my first follow-up from my baseline. So we have been stimming for 3 days. I've been feeling really bloated, and I told them that, and they were like, well, it's no wonder really, because you already have follicles. I had that are measuring, they only measure follicles over 10, I'm not sure, I think that's probably millimeters, but anyway, they only measure follicles over 10, and I had 2 at 11.5, 3 that were at 10, and several that were small, like around a 9, 8 or 9, and then a lot that were even smaller than that are possibly developing. So that's exciting. So 3 days of stems and we already have some developing follicles. So that is good news. I did my blood work and everything, and they said that they will call me with the dosage, obviously. She said more than likely I will be starting Cetrotide pretty soon. Cetrotide is taken to prevent ovulation because they don't want you to, you know, make all these eggs and then ovulate them and they're not there when they go to retrieve them. So Cetrotide stops that from happening. So she said if you have a follicle measuring 14 or your estrogen levels are at 300, then they will start you on Cetrotide. She said I'm pretty close, so she wouldn't be surprised if they wanted me to start it tomorrow morning. And if I haven't started by tomorrow morning, that I should go ahead and bring it to my appointment on Wednesday morning, because I'll probably be taking it by then, which is cool. Maybe they'll administer it for me. Yeah, because I think that one might be a butt shot. I don't want to do that, but or intermuscular. Anyway, so everything's looking good and we're right on track, and she said expect more bloating because it's only gonna get worse, and I was like, I know. So that's what is going on. Hello. We are 5 days into stimming. That's what all of our injections are called, stimming, because you're stimulating the ovaries to produce more eggs than they should be, or normally would, I guess. I had an update appointment this morning and everything's looking really good. They measured 6 follicles on the left that were over 10 and 10 on the right that were over 10. Still have a ways to go, but we're getting there. She said the biggest one was 16. So it's not terribly far, the goal, but anyway, we are looking at a couple more days of stimming, and then she said we might be ready to trigger on Sunday night. Trigger means it kind of induces ovulation. Here this whole time we've been preventing ovulation, right? And then they're gonna induce ovulation so that the eggs come kind of a little bit out of their little follicle and they can retrieve them easier. So that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully it'll be Sunday night, and then we'll do the egg retrieval on Tuesday. So bummer, we miss Labor Day by 1 day, because then you know, like Alan wouldn't have to take an extra day off, but at this point it looks like he's gonna still. I mean, things could change on Friday when I go back, but she said at this point she's pretty sure that they're gonna need to see me on Sunday morning, and then we'll make a decision as to how things are going. So as for me, I'm feeling the growth. I can feel those ovaries growing, feeling bloated. She was like, that's normal because you're growing, your ovaries are expanding, so that is gonna happen. And yeah, I feel that. So right now I have 4 doses left of the Gonal, which is one of those crazy expensive medications, and she was like, I think that you're gonna need more, so I would like you to go ahead and get another pen. And I'm like, oh, okay. Tide. It's also fairly expensive. And we have four doses left, and she was like, yeah, I think you're gonna need at least one more of those, so let's go ahead and get those ordered, because currently there's a hurricane pummeling the Gulf of Mexico, you know, Louisiana and all that, and she said she's heard there's shipping delays, so if we order it now, hopefully it would be here by Friday, and we would rather do that than not have it when we need it. So we're gonna go ahead and order more of the expensive stuff. Alrighty, I forgot my sunglasses today, so you get to see my full face. Let's see, lots happened today at the appointment. I had 11 follicles that were measured, not at the full size they're looking for, but getting there, on the left, and 17 on the right. That's what I had in total the last time we had IVF. So things are looking good. I'm gonna continue my meds tonight. Let me rephrase that. They took my estrogen draw. We will not know anything for sure until we get that back. The nurse said, okay, a couple of scenarios here, that things are going really, really well. We could trigger tonight. She would be kind of surprised because we only have, I think she said 3 that are measuring 18, which is kind of the goal. And so we have like a lot of that are in the 15, 16, 17 range. So she thinks that Dr. Murray will probably want to continue with meds and try to grow some more of those. But it kind of depends on how my estrogen levels are, because we don't want me to like start ovulating. Even though we're trying to suppress ovulation, you know, you could still start, depending on your estrogen levels, I guess. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is we continue doing meds tonight, and they'll want to see me back tomorrow and then see how things are going. That is less likely. She said we'll probably either trigger tonight, or I will be going in on Sunday for a follicle check, and more than likely triggering on Sunday for a Tuesday retrieval. But it just depends on what my estrogen levels come back as. So really we will not know for sure until later today. If we triggered tonight, it would be, no, wait. If we triggered tomorrow, I can't remember everything she said. I should have recorded it. It would be a Monday retrieval. Yeah. So we would probably, no matter what, continue the meds tonight. And we could trigger a little bit early and do a Monday retrieval, which would be great. That's Labor Day. Then we don't have to take an extra day off. I mean, I'm thinking I'm probably still gonna take Tuesday off, but we'll see how I feel. Things are going really well. The ultrasound tech was like, did they increase your meds? Because there's like so much going on. And I was like, no, we actually backed off my meds because my estrogen level was so high on Wednesday that they were like, well, we're gonna back you down just a hair. That's what we did. And she said, well, whatever they did, you're responding really, really well. So that is good. She said, make sure that I start drinking like a lot of electrolytes like the day before, because I have so much going on in, this is the nurse telling me this, I have so much going on in my ovaries that I'm gonna probably be really bloated after the egg retrieval, and the electrolytes will help with that. So I'll let you know. Bye.